There's a look at the home of the thing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On 1st and 10, Brissett. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. To throw is Brissett. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Brian Burns in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Mostert, toss left side. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brissett's going to keep it on the option. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Brissett. Open man is Samuel, complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Niners 7, Panthers nothing.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll throw from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
This is fielded at the 27. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
The 50-yard line.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 96 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A first down throw for Brissett. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sideline. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
For the 49ers.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
This is 3rd down.
Now Bridgewater. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
He was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
From the red zone now, Brissett. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. You can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Brissett now on 2nd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down. Here's Brissett. They'll roll him out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And in the air once more, it's Brissett. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Score Niners 14, Panthers 7.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 1st down, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Oh, what a juke into space. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well. And
he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard.
They go play action. Bridgewater steps away. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Bridgewater.
37 yards.
Rolling to his right. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 7 yards there and a first down. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Bridgewater. about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First down, Brissett.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On the bootleg, it's Brissett sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Play action now. Brissett.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Samson Abukum just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
They'll run the toss to Mostert.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they
EA Sports coverage of the NFL to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Brissett to throw on first. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett, eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. First down.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 38 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score. Pressure comes and down he goes. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now left side on the swing pass. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Escaping the pressure right.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Check 26, check 28. Kill.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw, Brissett. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Samson Abukum in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
49ers 22-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. Now a run with McCaffrey. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
And this.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Robbie Anderson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 20. Six officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
You got 3. Three down.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Flushed out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
They'll take over.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On the move to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and now it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And this is
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
He was brought down.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
7. First down, Carolina.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
At the 14-yard line.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Throwing here, Dobbs. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Open man is Robbie Anderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And 9 at the Niners' 9-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And again, it's Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
For Christian McCaffrey, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out
as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the problem.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So they'll decline the penalty there and go ahead and keep the yards lost on that last play. 3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Let's take it inside his own 40. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
He'll buy some time right. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
A 1st down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
The 19-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
On the handoff.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for a 49er touchdown.
The kicker.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
For San Francisco.
Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead can slip away quickly.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. McCaffrey. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Bridgewater on first down. They'll roll him out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They go play action. Bridgewater. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers.
To Robbie Anderson.
Robbie Anderson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the 49ers get a score closer.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Nick Bosa on the stop. It's a gain of 3. And this is third down. That's the end of the third quarter with the score Panthers 23, 49ers 15.
The Panthers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Panther first down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
McCaffrey, the ball
31 yards there and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. On the ground, McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Forced out to his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. And they occupy people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
So his 2nd field goal in the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Dobbs. And he fires one incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
To throw on 3rd down. Dobbs rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trey Boston, and they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Bridgewater here to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Space to run past the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically. But it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway. And now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
57's Mike 57.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Carolina. Dre Greenlaw on the tackle. Tonight's final score.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Panthers, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,